All right, guys, the next step of this process we're going to take you into, now that you've had a bit of understanding about emails and about landing pages and what we have coming in and out, the next big thing you really need to understand is what we call a campaign. So we're going to move over here to productivity, which is this link right here. It's one of the last links over here on the side. And for productivity, we are going to be clicking onto the link and down to campaigns. These campaigns that we're going to be getting into, basically it's a breakdown. So to create a campaign, first and foremost, we would click create campaign. For instance, right now, I want to create a campaign because I want to measure exactly how much of my work and my team's work that's going into our spring aeration and seeding campaign is actually working. And let's say we want to do Iowa. So spring aeration and seeding in Iowa. Actually, I think I've already got that page. So we'll go spring aeration and seeding in O'Fallon. So we're going to go ahead and go O'Fallon, put that in there, and now we're creating a campaign. When we're creating this campaign, you'll see when you first get to the pop-up screen, a goal visit set, a goal contact set, and a goal customer set. Now, with this goal visit set, what I always do for my math, I assume that 10% of my visits that I get are going to fill out contact forms. Just a general assumption. If you're good at what you do, an average number is between 10 and 15% of visits that actually fill out the form, assuming that you have 30% or more people getting through to that page. You want a 30% open rate on your emails and on the things you send out to ensure you reach the percentage over here. So for my goals, if I want to sell 1,000 aerations and I need 10% of the people that are opening my form to go ahead and click through and fill out one of these, and I send that out to 40,000 people, we're going to use a percentage calculator to break that down. So we're going to come over here, we're going to get into the percentage calculator. So we're going to click percentage calculator. There we go, we got a percentagecalculator.net. Now we're going to take that, and assuming we send that, say, to 30,000 people, we go, what is 30% of 30,000 people? And we calculate. So that's 9,000. 9,000 people are going to open that email and actually take a look at it. So out of that 9,000, I want to get a 10% ratio. Okay, so 10% of that 9,000, what's that going to come out to? 10% of 9,000 is going to come out to 900, of course. So then, all right, so we're going to bounce back here. We're going to hit our campaign screen. We're going to need a total of 30,000 people visiting. We're going to need a contact total of 900 and a customer total of 1,000. Yes, if you're looking at this, you go, okay, I'm short by 100. The reason I leave that variable short is that we're also going to be calling these people. We're going to have call-ins. We're going to be focused on that as well. So we can assume that we'll make that other 100 up in that aspect. If not, we'll raise the goal as needed. But what that does is sets a visit goal, a contact goal, and a customer goal for us. So with this visit goal, contact goal, and customer goal, now we can come down here and see we've got to get the rest of this set up. Setting up the rest of this would be adding keywords. So if this is an aeration and seeding campaign for O'Fallon, Illinois, a targeted keyword may be aeration and seeding in O'Fallon, Illinois. This is actually a long tail keyword. A long tail keyword differs from a short tail keyword because of the fact that it is an explanation of something in somewhere. It is a longer keyword. I use 5 words to essentially make one keyword. So we use that. Now we're going to go ahead and say aeration in O'Fallon. Using something along that lines. Aeration in O'Fallon. Done. So now we've got the keyword up here. The keyword's been locked in. I've got the keyword, and it's not just one keyword. You can do as many as you need for the campaign. Most campaigns I run have about 70 to 100 when fully complete. So we'll start running like that. As soon as we're done running with the keyword report, we'll be able to move on to the landing pages. You can then associate a landing page. So we can go da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. We want to associate O'Fallon's landing page. And we'll click that in there. You can associate emails and even call to actions and blog posts. So again, you just come down, spring aeration and seeding. We're going to associate. And we'll continue to associate until we have this whole section filled out. You can also track paid campaigns, social messages, and other sources as well. And you can nurture these contacts with workflows. I will explain to you guys in another paragraph here how to do workflows, but you can go step by step here, and once you have each of these steps filled out, simply by clicking associate and associating a social message. These are all the social media messages I've sent out, or associating, whatever need be associated. It'll go ahead and fill out that campaign. So we're just going to associate a social media message. We can associate multiples to that, and we'll work our way through that until we have that entire section filled out with numbers in it. At that point in time, your campaign will be just about done, and I always suggest you add a description, a start date, a finish date, a persona, and a button. A description is aeration and seeding campaign. Fallon. Illinois. My budget for this campaign, with the budget, you've got to think about all the other resources you're using. Sorry, I just moved you guys a little bit towards the screen so you can see what I'm doing here. With all the other resources I'll be using for this, I'm going to give myself a $1,500 budget. It's a mix of lead generating sites such as Home Advisor, Thumbtack, and everything else I'll be using on top of using Hubspot and the stuff that we're going to be bringing in from our current base and social media and SEO. My start date for this campaign is going to be February 1st, 2017. And my end date for this campaign is going to be March 15th, 2017. With my persona being, let's say, hardworking Kimmy. And a persona, this whole little person over here, it's just the type of person you're trying to reach. It's basically a description of the type of person or buyer you're looking to associate the product with. I'll explain personas again in another video coming up here. But hardworking Kimmy is one of my personas. She is a single mom that works between the ages of 35 and 45 with a regular household income of $100,000 or more, living in a home that's $250,000 or more in an upper scale area. I'm targeting this person because that person is more likely to buy the services or products that I'm selling, specifically with this campaign. So I just put them in there as the persona that I'm targeting, and once saved, you can literally come back in here, click on campaigns, and your campaign will be right here on top. You click on that campaign, shows you the start and end date of the campaign, and of course all the information on the inside. Thank you, and let's move on to the next video.